Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Sha'Carri Richardson issues public apology to Christian Coleman following domestic violence arrest. Sha'Carri Richardson is on an accountability and apology tour, and the latest stop has seen her publicly apologize to her boyfriend Christian Coleman for the headline-grabbing airport incident. In the track star's Instagram stories, she expresses remorse and takes full responsibility for her actions. She also sees the moment to relay how great of a person Coleman is. She wrote, "I apologize to Christian. He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love from what I've experienced in my past. Due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off to not only receive it but give it. I love him, and to him I can't apologize enough. My apologize should be just as loud as my actions, honestly louder. To Christian, I love you, and I am so sorry." This comes just after Richardson finally addressed the incident and arrest, the video footage surfacing of what led to her arrest and the runner's boyfriend defending her. To Christian, reflections on love, trauma, and accountability. When Olympus-bound sprinters meet, the world watches. When a domestic altercation happens in an airport terminal, it's as if gravity reverses. Sudden, disorienting, unbalanced. On July 27, 2025, at Seattle, Tacoma International Airport, Olympic gold and silver medalist Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested, charged with fourth-degree domestic violence after an altercation with her boyfriend, fellow sprint star Christian Coleman. Surveillance and TSA input revealed Richardson allegedly shoved Coleman, grabbed his backpack, shoved him into a column, and even threw headphones in his direction. Coleman refused to press charges, stating he declined to be labeled a victim. People.com, Houston Chronicle, The Washington Post, Al Jazeera. 2 weeks later, on August 12th, Sha'Carri broke her silence. In a deeply personal apology posted to her Instagram stories, she wrote, "I apologize to Christian. He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love from what I've experienced in my past." She admitted past trauma left her blind and blocked off from both giving and receiving love. People.com, The Sun, The Washington Post. In a subsequent video, she called herself out for putting both of them in a compromised situation, expressing deep remorse and announcing her intent to embark on a journey of self-reflection and healing. The Sun, Al Jazeera. The emotional landscape. Apology as evolution. What is an apology when draped in fame, trauma, and high-speed narratives? Sha'Carri's was not just a statement. It was an unfolding journey towards self-awareness, accountability, and emotional rebirth. She famously wrote, "My apology should be just as loud as my actions, honestly louder." People.com, New York Post. Inverting the usual apology calculus. It wasn't just about saying sorry. It was about saying sorry with depth louder than the unintended impact of her momentary loss of control. Duality, sprinting and survival. The juxtaposition couldn't be sharper. Olympic-level athleticism and the fragility of human relationships. Sha'Carri is a force of nature on track, world champion, a symbol of resilience after her 2021 Tokyo disqualification, and a beacon for black women in sports. Wikipedia. Yet, when confronted with emotional pressure and trauma, even the fastest woman in the world can stumble, hurting those she loves most. This duality underscores that greatness and vulnerability coexist. Accountability doesn't negate talent, it humanizes it. Christian's grace, a reflective buffer. Coleman's response to the incident was an act of grace. In press remarks, he called the situation sucky and said he didn't believe she should have been arrested. Yet he acknowledged they both needed personal work. "I'm the type of guy who's in the business of extending grace, mercy, and love," he shared. People.com, The Washington Post. His reaction adds layers of complexity, not denying the harm, but acknowledging emotional complexity, compassion, and the potential for growth beyond judgment. The apology, a creative interpretation. Imagine this apology as a poem, a fragile note passed between two hearts, one scorched and seeking, the other offering space to heal. To Christian, "You are the silent chorus to my thunder, a steady refrain in the chaos of my past. Your presence taught me what unconditional love could be. Trauma taught me to harden. I pushed and shoved that love away. For that, I'm sorry. Louder than my mistake, deeper than my pain. Now I stand face to face with the broken pieces of myself. I accept them, and in accepting them, I begin rebuilding. To you, I owe more than this line. I owe trust, gentleness, and better days yet to come. I love you, truly, painfully, wholeheartedly. This poetic reinterpretation echoes her intent. Not merely a regretful glance backward, but a promise forward. Cultural echoes, domestic violence, celebrity, and accountability. Coming from the world of sports, and celebrity amplifies the stakes. Domestic incidents involving high-profile athletes often devolve into media sensationalism and polarization. But Richardson's apology did something more. It offered nuance, ownership, and an invitation to conversation. She also publicly acknowledged the importance of seeking help, a message that confronts stigmas around mental health and emotional support in elite sports communities. The Sun, New York Post. Looking ahead, from apology to action. An apology is not the finish line, especially when shadowed by violence. What steps follow? Sha'Carri has signaled readiness to do the inner work. Coleman's grace, paired with her accountability, could become a cradle for healing. There's also the public dimension. As an athlete headed to the 2025 World Championships in Tokyo with a slot already secured, she bears the weight of representing not just speed, but maturity, responsibility, and transformation. The Cut, The Washington Post. Conclusion. Fast forward. Heart reclaimed. Sha'Carri Richardson's apology to Christian Coleman unspooled in 2 parts, a heartfelt written confession and a reflective video. Both revealed a woman grappling with the raw edges of her past trauma and acknowledging the harm she caused. Coleman's measured, compassionate response, extending grace, offers to. Here's a creative essay, 1,200 words, inspired by the real events involving Sha'Carri Richardson and Christian Coleman. While it draws from verified facts, it takes a more imaginative and emotionally resonant approach, focusing on reflection, growth, and redemption. Faster than forgiveness. In the world of elite sprinting, milliseconds matter. But on one turbulent summer evening at Seattle-Tacoma Airport, time seemed to stretch and collapse all at once. Headlines would later capture the facts. Sha'Carri Richardson arrested. Domestic violence. Christian Coleman declines to press charges. But what the headlines missed were the heartbeats in between, the whispered regrets, the years of unspoken pain, the quiet apology forming not just in words, but in action. The incident. Sha'Carri had been flying high, literally and metaphorically. Fresh off